Kevin Haskin, Topeka Capital Journal. Fred, when you got that lead, did you feel like you guys had gotten over a hump, given how big the deficit you overcame? And then what did you think about Notre Dame just taking off from there?
Yeah, we felt good. Obviously, battling back. We started off the first half terrible with being down, was 18-5 or whatever it was. So battling all the way back, we wanted to open up the second half in a good way, and we did that. So, we opened up the right way, and then, like Coach said, they made some threes, but I think we gave them too many easy looks inside. We can live with the threes, but they just shot layup after layup, it seemed like. And we just for whatever reason couldn't stop them. So, we just wanted to battle, try to keep battling throughout the game, just keep running them off. But they were pretty hot, knocking down shots. So give them all the credit.
Another question in that same area, right of the center aisle.
For Ron and Fred, Bob Lutz from the Wichita Eagle. What makes them so difficult to guard? Is it the fact that they can shoot threes and also pound it inside?
We'll ask Ron to take that question first, please, then Fred.
Anytime you can stretch the floor with four basically guards that can shoot it like they can, it's tough to defend the screen and roll. Their five-man was doing a good job of screening and rolling quickly to the rim, and we were doing our best to pinch the floor, and they were doing a good job of either passing to the roller or skipping across court and knocking down shots, and they just shot the cover off of it in reality. Never seen a team shoot it like they have today.
Fred, same question to you, please.
Yeah, they stretched the floor with guys who could shoot it. In a similar way that we did. We made the shots against Kansas. Tonight we didn't. They did. So anytime you got four guys out there that are knocking down threes, with a five-man that's going to roll and work hard and get points in the paint, it puts pressure on the defense. And we got a lot of open looks ourselves. And we just didn't knock them down. So, like I said, give them credit for making theirs.
Continuing with questions for the student athletes, one all the way in the back of the room in the center.
Paul Sontrop, Wichita Eagle. Fred, after you were down 18-5, then you kind of shut them down a little bit and recovered. What were you doing right at that point in the first half?
We just got off our heels. We got some deflections, got a steal or two. We're able to just get a stop, I think we came out on our heels a little bit, just eager to, trying to anticipate what they were going to do. But after they made their first run, we started getting back to the way we usually play defense, and they missed some open looks as well, so that helps. And we were able to get out in transition and get some buckets.
If you have a question for the Shocker student athletes, please raise your hand. Follow up back in the center.
Paul Sontrop, Wichita Eagle. Fred, that kind of, after you took that lead in the second half, Demetrius Jackson really got going. I think he scored one layup after Wichita State made a shot. How do you describe how he kind of turned the game around?
Well, he shot the ball really well, and our game plan going there was trying to, he's so quick off the dribble, just pick him up at the three-point line, and, if he makes 4 or 5 of them, that was our game plan going into the game. And, he made, what did he make? He made 4 of them, so I think that was a guy that we would let take that shot, and he knocked him in, similar to the way they played Evan last week, and he knocked him in, so give him all the credit.
Continuing with questions for the student athletes, if you have one, please raise your hand. There's one in the center section to the left of the aisle.
Salem News, Salem, Mass. Mike Grenier. Does Pat Connaughton surprise you for being a 6'4" guy? He rebounds so well, and I know he's known for his three-pointers, but tonight he drove the ball.
Ron first, then Fred, please.
I'm sorry, who? Pat? Oh, the 24, right, okay. He's one of those kids that's kind of in between a 3-4, but he handles it like a 3, and he can bruise with you down low. Obviously, he can shoot it really well, so like I said earlier, he was doing a good job of spacing the floor on the weak side, and he was giving Jackson and Grant the opportunity to come off the ball screen and either hit the roller or pass it to him for the shot. So a deadly weapon, obviously. They can stay in the corner or even post up occasionally.
Fred, same question.
To answer your question, no, he doesn't surprise us. We watch film, and we respect him as a player. He's a heck of an athlete, and he's probably their best shooter, and he just competes. So he had a pretty good game.
In the left-hand section, all the way to the back, Bill.
Bill Roden with the New York Times. Just for both of you, I know it's fresh, but could you just describe how you're feeling now, this run, there's been a lot of emotion, there's been a lot of, and just sort of how this has been for you and how you're feeling.
Ron first, please, then Fred.
Deep down, I'm pretty upset. I feel for our seniors, Takel and Darius, two guys that obviously deserve to move on and play Saturday. I wish individually I could have done more to help my team win. In just one of those games, you got to get through, and we were unable to execute on the offensive end and defensive end in the second half.
Fred, same question.
It's been a heck of a ride, man. It's been a great year for us. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of fighting. Got a bunch of new guys, just bringing them along. But it's been fun. It's been a great ride for us. Obviously, right now, disappointed, hurt, tired, exhausted. Like Ron said, just feel sorry for those seniors, and you never want to end on a loss, but it happens. They had great careers, and I'm just happy to be able to have play with those guys and make some of these experiences. So overall, just disappointed, hurt, but at the same time recognizing that we had a great year, and just want to celebrate with these seniors.
Likely the final question for the student athletes from Wichita. Left section, left of the aisle.
Jason Marks, KGSO, for Ron and Fred. Describe this season in one word.
Ron first, please, then Fred.
I'm not an English major. That's pretty tough for me. But I don't know. Any word that describes new people, a lot of new people come together, and finishing the season like we have today. No one expected us to be where we are right now. When you got 8, 9 new faces coming into your program, a lot of people probably didn't expect us to make it this far.
Fred, please.
I would just say, shockers, just that defines us, who we are as men and people. We fight. We haven't been perfect all year. We don't shoot the ball well all the time, but we fight. We compete. We were down 20 or whatever today, just kept fighting, rallying back, having fun throughout the process. And it's just been a lot of fun to play with these guys.
We'd like to thank Fred and Ron for joining us here in the main interview room.